Welcome to Now You Know. Today we're heating things up with temperature conversions, your key to switching between Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. Let's dive in and master it together. So temperature conversion is changing temperature from degrees Fahrenheit, degrees Celsius, or Kelvin into a different unit of temperature, which would still be degrees Fahrenheit, degrees Celsius, or Kelvin. There are key equations for temperature conversions. The first one is degrees Celsius equals 5/9 times the difference of degrees Fahrenheit minus 32. The second is degrees Fahrenheit equals 9/5 of degrees Celsius times degrees Celsius plus 32. And the last is Kelvin equals degrees Celsius plus 273. There's something to note. You don't need to remember both degrees Celsius, so both the degrees Celsius and degrees Fahrenheit equations, as knowing one allows you to solve algebraically for the other. So these are interchangeable. You can solve for one or another. So you only need to commit one to memory. Also, notice there is no direct path from degrees Fahrenheit to Kelvin. You must convert to degrees Celsius, then Kelvin. So this is something to note whenever you have a Fahrenheit to Kelvin equation. So let's move into some examples. The first one is simple. Convert 25 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit. So the equation we're going to use is degrees Fahrenheit equals 9/5 times degrees Celsius plus 32. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this and input our degrees Celsius, being 25 degrees Celsius plus 32. What this comes out to is 45 degrees Celsius plus 32. And once you add this 32, you're finally converting it to Fahrenheit. So you get 77 degrees Fahrenheit. So 25 degrees Celsius equals 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, let's go on to the second example, and it's convert negative 40 degrees Celsius to Kelvin. So we have the equation here, where Kelvin equals degrees Celsius plus 273. Let's just input our degrees Celsius. And when you solve this, you get Kelvin equals 233 Kelvin. Let's actually remove this first. Kelvin. So 233 Kelvin is what negative 40 degrees Celsius is equal to. Let's move on to example 3. Convert 300 Kelvin to degrees Celsius. Kelvin equals degrees Celsius plus 273. So let's input our Kelvin. 300 Kelvin equals degrees Celsius plus 273. We have to do some algebra. Let's subtract 273 from both sides. We get degrees Celsius equals, let's not skip that step. We got 27 equals degrees Celsius. So 300 Kelvin equals 27 degrees Celsius. Example 4, convert 100 degrees Fahrenheit to Kelvin. So we're going to be using both these equations, or degrees Celsius equals 9/5 times the difference of degrees Fahrenheit minus 32, and Kelvin equals degrees Celsius plus 273. So let's go ahead and start this. Let's start with the first equation here, and let's input the degrees Fahrenheit. So we have degrees Celsius equals 9/5 times 100 degrees Fahrenheit minus 32. You solve that, you get 122.4 degrees Celsius. We're then going to input this into our next equation. We got Kelvin equals 122.4 degrees Celsius plus 273. And if you punch that in a calculator or solve it, you get Kelvin is 395.4 Kelvin. So 100 degrees Fahrenheit equals 395.4 Kelvin. So go ahead and try this challenge problem. Convert 50 degrees Fahrenheit to Kelvin, then add 273 Kelvin, and convert back to degrees Fahrenheit. Round to nearest whole number. Go ahead and leave your answer in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Now You Know lessons and content. Also, always check out the extra resources in the comments, including extra practice and answer keys. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.